on?
Yes.
Good evening. I'd like to call this regular meeting of the Bolingbrook Village Board order. And I have not had a chance to meet him yet, but I understand we have a young man here in scouting named Hakam Shaw in Troop 75, and he's here to work on his citizenship and the community merit badge. Would you join me and lead us in the pledge to the flag?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Wait a second. Wait here. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes.
You working your merit badge?
Yep.
How many merit badges do you have?
I have 13. I will now be getting 14 if I get this.
You're working to become an Eagle?
Yep.
Troop 75 has probably as many Eagles as any troop in this town. A lot of them, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I hope forward to see you at the Court of Honor soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Claire.
Here.
Trustee Zarate. Here. Trustee Lawler.
Here.
Trustee Basta.
Here.
Trustee Watts.
Here.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Here.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Here. Next approval of minutes, regular meeting of February 25th. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Lawler, second trustee Carpenzano. Questions or corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Minutes are approved as presented. Next, I have the approval of appointments, board and commissions. I don't believe we have any tonight. No, we do not. Approval of the agenda. Mr. Olson.
No changes, no corrections.
So, motion to approve the agenda is presented. Motion
moved.
trustee Watts.
Second.
Second trustee Basta. Any other comment? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. It's approved. Before I do the proclamation, I want to mention a few other things. First of all, Royce Road. For those of you that are longtime residents, live in the northern part of town, Royce Road, which runs from 53 all the way to, I guess, Weber at this point, which eventually turns into Washington Street, downtown Rainsboro. Royce Road, during heavy rains, will sometimes flood and be closed for a period of a couple of days till the DuPage River goes back to its normal level. It's been an annoyance, well, I guess forever. And there's not a cheap way to fix it, and we've looked at different ways over the years. In working with Chicago Elmhurst Stone, which owns the quarry up along Royce Road, they came up with a proposal which made a lot of sense, and it's going to be totally paid for by them, but they're going to raise the road out of the floodway. And once it's done, that means it will no longer flood. Now, the downside is the quickest way to do a road project like that is to close it. It's almost impossible to do on a two-lane road, fix one lane and then fix the other lane, because you're still down to one-lane traffic if you do that. So sometime in the next couple of weeks, the appropriate signage will be up, it'll be on the Facebook page, etc. It'll be posted that the road will be closed for probably 7 to 8 weeks. Obviously, that's somewhat driven by rain. I mean, I guess if we get heavy rain and the road's closed, they can't work on the road. But it's going to be a tremendous help. It's been a problem over the years because the people on the north side of Bolingbrook have been concerned that when that road's closed, police and fire are restricted from being able to get there, so we've had to station police and fire personnel north of that road, or north of the Royce Road area, so we can still have access. Anyway, I want to thank Elmhurst Stone publicly for stepping up to help us with this. Obviously, it's good for them too, because that road's closed. Their traffic is also blocked. Now, the alternate roads will be 2 or 3 things. If you're familiar with Royce Road and you live in the area, you're best just to take Boughton over to Washington Avenue. If you're coming home, I would suggest you go to Boughton as opposed to coming down Royce, because when you get to Green Road, you'll be diverted north, back up to 75th Street, and then south again on 53. So the locals will figure it out pretty quick. I do have we'll feel a little bad for people that are strangers that are perhaps directed to Royce Road on MapQuest and it's not posted, it's closed. But we will get through it. and it's worth 8 weeks to get out of this problem we fought for a long time, and that is the flooding and closing. Next item I wanted to comment on is the census. If the camera can perhaps direct themselves to this poster, I don't know what you call it. I'll call it a big poster, a vertical poster. This is something that's prepared we're going to be putting around town as necessary. 2020 census, Bolingbrook counts. We need to count everybody in town, and the reason is all the federal and state funds, or a lot of federal and state funds, are redirected to municipalities based on your census. So any undercount, or if there's, say, 500 people that aren't counted, that costs us $1,500 a resident in federal and state funds. So please cooperate with the census. I'm told you'll initially get a mailer. You'll have a few weeks to return that. You can also go online and be counted. And after that period expires, then they go door to door. But it's important to us that we maintain our 76,000 plus residents, which is an estimate, frankly, because the last census was done 10 years ago. We hope to come in at that or higher, perhaps, because it's a lot of extra state and federal funds that come in that way. Now, some people are concerned about giving up information. There are laws opposed to, they cannot collect information and do anything other than count you. It's not like it goes to any federal agency or any state agency other than census takers. It does not go to any immigration people. It does not go to any police to run your name through computers or whatever else. We don't use it for our own code enforcement. We strictly need the head count. So if you could tell everyone that talks to you about the census, it's critical that you be counted. So, and there's going to be a lot on the newspaper and the media and television and so forth about the importance of the census. Lastly, on a very positive note, the Lady Raiders of Bolingbrook High School, who have won 4 state championships, the last one in 2011, didn't quite make the state championship this year, but did come in 3rd place. I was at the game Friday night. It was tough watching them lose. They played a hard game, played a very good team, but lost by 7 or 8 points, and then came back Saturday night and played for 3rd place and won handedly, and came home with a 3rd place trophy. There was a rally at the high school. This is great for the school. It's great for the community. And as I told them, and I'll tell you, it's amazing how frequently when I'm meeting with developers or people from out of this area who'll say, Bolingbrook's got a great sports program, as we do. The boys' football teams won a state championship. The girls' basketball teams won 4 state championships. 3rd place isn't bad. Final 4. That's what it's all about, to get to go to Bloomington Normal. As I told the girl, hundreds of teams start this tournament. Only 3 of them are here today, or down in Bloomington Normal where the state championships held. And the boys had a great team this year, but unfortunately they got knocked out last Friday night, I believe in the sectional. But Bolingbrook is known as a great sports school, and I congratulate the Lady Raiders. And I have decided I'm going to probably bring them in at the next meeting, so you get the chance to meet them. Well, that's my 3 things. So now I have a proclamation. Mike, you want to join me?
Yes, sir.
Proclamations of Valley View Educational Enrichment Foundation Day, March 20th. Whereas children are our most important product, and their future is greatly dependent on the education they receive, and whereas the strength of our community is increasingly dependent upon the quality of our educational system and the schools, given their limited revenue resources, can only do so much without additional financial assistance and support from the community. And whereas the Valley View Educational Enrichment Foundation has been formed by business community members in answer to this need and has funded 1,022 grants worth $1.7 million in the first 24 years existence of the foundation. And whereas the foundation will hold their 25th annual fundraising dinner under the Big Top, that's the theme, under the Big Top Circus, right?
Absolutely.
How are you, what are you going to come dressed as?
I've been assigned ringmaster.
Good one.
I was fitted for it, so.
A lot of lines there, but not going to do them. Under the Big Top on Friday, March 20th, 2020, at the Bolingbrook Golf Club. Now, therefore, I rightfully declare Mayor of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Bolingbrook I just thought of another one. Will of DuPage County, Illinois, hereby declare that March 20th be designated as Valley View Educational Enrichment Day in the village of Bolingbrook, and urge the citizens of our community to encourage everyone to support the Valley View Educational Enrichment Foundation and attend the fundraising dinner on March 20th. It is a nice event, very well attended, and accepting. You're president of the foundation?
Yes, I am.
President, I don't know if you're president, chairman, what, but president of the foundation, and you have been president how many years?
About 20 years.
20 years, so.
Preceded by Dr. Patricia Clare.
That's right. It's 20 years ago. I forgot, you know, but yeah, that's true. She and Madeline Jaszewski and others put that together 24 years ago.
Yes, they did.
Anyway, later, Mike. Oh, well.
Yeah. Thank you.
You say a few words?
Yes, I will. Thank you. You know, it is, the mayor mentioned Madeline Jaszewski came up with the idea in 1988. In 1994, a school referendum to raise the tax rate failed, and the village actually stepped up to help co-curricular programs, and the foundation came about with a bunch of great volunteers at that time. I'll jump forward to this year's theme. A few years ago, we decided to lose the jackets and the dress-up portion of it, and we went casual. But we go with a different theme each year. Last year was Derby Day. This year is circus. The mayor thought of a few things. I thought I'd go and mention a couple of the costumes that we've been recommending to folks. Circus clown, but some people don't like clowns. And trapeze artist. And there's several other opportunities for casual wear.
There's a flying elephant, too.
That one, you know, I'll change the outfit.
There is.
Yeah, there is.
Just take the fact.
Yeah, it worked out well. I did look for a live elephant, and I found out that last year thanks to Ready, Set, Ride, a wonderful organization,
Yes.
they offered us a horse and a pony for the Derby Day, and that was a big hit. I did find out, to my sadness, that live elephants are no longer allowed at events in Illinois, so we couldn't get the live animal this year. We tried for a tiger, and the folks said they don't mix well with humans, so we opted against that. But circus theme, if you want to go, it is a great time, over 100 auction items. You go to vveef.smartgive.com to donate, buy tickets, and also register for the auction Monday, March 16th. The auction goes live on SmartGive. And probably the biggest item that we have is 2 tickets with hotel accommodations to the Field of Dreams game in Iowa. The Sox fans should be stepping up for this. So thank you all for your support, and come
Why
out.
wouldn't Cub fans step up for it?
Well, they might, but it's a Sox-Yankees game, and
Was that what the Field of Dreams was, Sox Yankees? Well, I saw it, but I don't remember that.
Shoeless Joe Jackson comes to Iowa.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I remember him.
Yeah, so it's a possibility. There will be Cubs tickets available as well. So thank you all for your support, and look forward to seeing you on the 20th.
Are you going to have like a trapeze there?
We do have circus performance.
Wow.
I'll tell you what we had to do with the contract on that one.
All right, is there anyone here this evening that would like to discuss any action that's being voted on this evening? Next, bill approval, Exhibit A, $1,065,974.90. Exhibit B, $461,631.54. Total of $1,527,606.44. Is there a motion?
So moved. Second?
Motion trustee Pasta, second trustee Zarate. Questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Basta.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes. Tax receipts, November 2019 state income tax, $691,725.23. Corresponding to a year ago of $608,707.91, or a 13.64% increase. December 2019 sales tax, $2,850,109.73, corresponding to a year ago of $2,920,284.98, a 2.4% decrease. December 2019 motor fuel tax, $322,053.40, corresponding to a year ago of $159,172.78, or a 102.3% increase, and that's completely due to the increase in the state gas tax. December 2019 state administrative fee, $22,780.26, and that's the amount of money the state keeps of our money to help balance their budget. Our first resolution this evening is a resolution approving the purchase of a redundant L7 7000 server for the wireless fire alarm system. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion trustee Jesuit, second trustee
Basta?
Basta. This resolution approves the purchase of a backup server for the wireless fire alarm system. The village currently monitors 640 alarms throughout Bolingbrook. The existing system is located at the town center. In the event of a server malfunction or catastrophic event at town center, the village needs a backup system. This backup server will be installed at Fire Station 5, which is on Rodeo Drive, on the west side of town. The purchase from Johnson Controls, amount of $81,575. The Public Safety Committee has reviewed and recommends approval. And quite honestly, Director of Public Safety Teppel, this is being driven in part because we did have a malfunction in the system, and we're out for how long?
We were out for about 25 minutes, so we were on a fire watch.
So that was a bit of a panic, so we're putting in a redundant system which will alleviate that happening again.
Correct.
Questions? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Basta.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes. The next resolution is approving an agreement with Melrose Pyrotechnics for July 4th fireworks displays. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Watts, second trustee Carpenzano. This resolution approves the renewal of a fireworks contract with Melrose Pyrotechnics. The contract is for 3 years through 2022. The cost is $51,000 a year. The fireworks show is scheduled for 4th of July, weather permitting, at the Bolingbrook Golf Club. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Motion trustee Lawler, second trustee Zarate. These funds come from our hotel motel collections. These are not property tax funds. They're money that comes in on the hotel motel taxes paid when people stay at our 10 hotels? 9, 10 levels. Got so many of them. We have 2 more coming in. Questions? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Basta.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes.
The next ordinance is amending Chapter 25, the Building, Electrical, and Mechanical Regulations, and Chapter 8, other village governmental provisions of the Municipal Code of the Village of Bolingbrook. Is there a motion?
So moved. Second?
Motion trustee Basta, seconded trustee Zarate. This ordinance amends Chapter 8 and 25 of the Municipal Code. It updates various building codes in the Personnel Manual. It is a staff-initiated housekeeping measure and contains building code updates not covered by amendments approved at the last board meeting. Chapter 25 amendments adopt the International Energy Conservation Code, the International Fuel Gas Code, the International Swimming Pool and Spa Code, and the Residential Remodeling Code. The Chapter 8 amendment designates the village's basic health insurance plan for the Personnel Manual. Until we had this agenda prepared, I didn't know there was an International Swimming Pool and Spa Code. It's comforting to know that that does exist.
I feel better.
Anyway, this adopting codes, we do this periodically, keep up with changes in the industry. New things are developed all the time, and it's somewhat housekeeping, but then again, it's also keeping up with technology. Questions? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Basta.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes.
The only thing on the agenda other than that is the discussion of, again, the ordinance amending chapters 2, 3, 13, and 19, the municipal code regarding the administration of the executive department. For discussion only this evening, will not be voted on. I'm thinking it may be voted on at the first meeting in April. So, is there anybody here that would like to discuss that? Sure.
Hi, I'm Pat Rona. I've been a resident for 25 years, and I just have a couple of questions. If in fact they do make the part-time mayor and administrative position separate, will there be an application process?
That's up to this board. That hasn't been decided as yet, but probably will be.
Oh, okay.
You
So-
interested?
No. I'm retired. No, just out of curiosity, though, what the procedure would be as far as, because I've heard the board is supposedly going to, or the trustees would vote on it, but, so I assume that there's going to be some sort of an application process with the actual duties. I know the one lady had taken the book that you had, what, a month ago already, as far as the duties and so forth of those different positions. So just sort of expounding on that a little bit.
Well,
To see
there will
what the
be some
process would
process.
be.
It'll be discussed by this board at that time, but until it's decided upon the finality of it, that's like a next step.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Anyone else? How about you? Got a question? With that, we'll,
Roger?
of course.
Yeah. One of the things, we're talking about in this ordinance is the village clerk position. And it's been brought up a couple times, and it's been FOIA'd a couple times in regards to, and this is nothing against Carol at all, our current village clerk. Our municipal code allows for the village clerk to take another position within the village upon approval of the trustees. The FOIAs and the requests have been, when have the trustees ever approved that? And as far as we can tell, the trustees have failed at that and have not done what they're supposed to do in approving that. So for the sake of Carol and for the sake of the future village clerks, I think we should really put that to an official vote, unless you know for a fact that that did take place, but that's what the municipal code calls for.
First of all, that whole issue was politically driven. And I understand that. It's fair game. This is hardball politics. That was just cheap shots at Carol specifically. Now, having said that, that position was created by this board a long time ago, 30, 40 years ago. And it's run fine, that entire process. Carol was part-time clerk and was paid three-quarter time to become a full-time position, and worked in that department as a administrative assistant clerk typist. I don't know what the title was. It's gone on for years. I can almost assure you that will not be continued once that office is vacated by Carol. Now, when that is, I don't know. But that was a position that was created. There's no... it's almost, I won't say insulting, but suggesting something nefarious or incorrect or illegal is happening. It wasn't the
And
case
I'm
at all.
not suggesting that. I'm just going by what
well,
the
no, but
municipal
the simple
code
question
says.
of it is driving back to those FOIAs, which were, again, clearly political motivated. And it was just very unfortunate the cheap shots that were taken at Carol for doing what she's done for 25 or 30 years. Again, having said that, I'm sure it will not continue. I would not support it if I were here, and I probably won't be here when that decision's made. But that will be up to somebody in this course of time between now and either April of '21 or shortly thereafter. But it will not be a position on the ballot. The only thing on the ballot will be a part-time clerk spot.
But in the meantime, she's still going to be a village clerk for another year. And the municipal code does call for the trustees to vote to approve that. So maybe just as a formality.
Well, do you want to make a
have it on
motion
the-
to
have it on the
continue it as
agenda?
is?
Well, doesn't it have to be on the agenda for us to vote on it?
Yes.
So I would today, put it on the agenda for
And we
April.
drag another, the same people come in and talk about that, or talk about the part. Hey, let me think about that. Is that it?
That's it.
All right, I see nobody else has, anybody else got a comment or question? All right, then we go to questions in the audience about anything else, comments? Trustee comments, reports. Maria?
Thank you, Mayor. Bolingbrook firefighters chili cook-off. Bolingbrook firefighters will compete in a chili cook-off. Come sample all chili entries and enjoy a pint of Fire Chief Ale for $10. Vote for your favorite chili, 50-50 split. the pot and raffle. It will be held March 18th, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. At Rock Bottom Brewery in Bolingbrook in the Promenade. Also, we have Spring Fling Dinner and Auction Fundraiser, Saturday, March 21st. A fun and exciting evening to raise money for students of St. Dominic's, buffet dinner, open bar, live and silent auction, wine pool, raffle and prizes, games, dessert dash, save the date. Tickets are $120 per couple, $60 per person. Location will be at the Holiday Inn and Suites at 205 Remington Boulevard in Bolingbrook. Les quiero hacer, quería hablar lo que estaba hablando el mayor de los censos. Te va a llegar una carta en tus buzones y nomás queremos saber cuántos viven en la casa. No se asustan, no van a creer que algo pasa, que queremos hablar de inmigración. No tiene nada que hacer con eso. Es nomás podemos ganar fondos para que puedan componer las calles, porque es muy importante, pero quiero decir que nada te va a pasar, nomás, por favor, si puede firmar esos papeles y mandarlos para atrás. Es muy importante para nosotros ganar esos fondos, ¿ok? That's all I have.
Okay. That was about the census, right?
She said what you said.
Oh,
Ditto.
well, thank you. That was actually a good idea to do that.
We in Fort
In
Township.
fact, you know what? Why don't we talk to BCT about doing a message for our Channel 7 and perhaps the webpage?
Okay.
Good.
Trustee Lawler.
Couple of quick reminders. This Friday, Bolingbrook Lions is doing their annual St. Patrick's Dinner and Dance. You can still get tickets. Just go to the Lions Facebook page or look up the Bolingbrook Lions Club, and that's from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Levy Center. This Sunday, Hampton Park Social Athletic Club is having their annual Easter meat raffle. Great organization that starts at 11 a.m. It's at the Lost Acres Lounge in Romeoville on Route 53. And Troop 75 is doing their chili supper, March 21st, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Are you serving? Or Mr. Shah, you're serving? So come visit Mr. Shah, who was here tonight, and enjoy some great food and entertainment and drawing. So it's a great event at First Presbyterian Church on March 21st, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Thank you.
Did you know that Mr. Shaw's also an excellent baker?
He is.
Congratulations on that win. Spring cleanup, March 23rd to March 27th. Cleanup week is scheduled the last full week of March on your normal trash pickup day. Unlimited bulk items and unlimited amounts of refuse will be picked up. This does not include construction material or demolition material that normally requires a roll-off container. Spring cleanup also does not include landscape waste. All-you-can-eat fish fry at the Nest, $14.95 every Friday through April the 10th. Sounds yummy. St. Patrick's Day at Boughton Ridge Shamrock Par 3 Shoot-Off is on Saturday, March the 21st. And the Arbor Day Coloring Competition, judging categories will be ages 3 and 4 and ages 5 and 6. Pages can be picked up here at Village Hall and I believe also at Park District buildings. For more information, visit the Facebook page, Village of Bolingbrook Beautification Commission. And that is it. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I too would like to extend my congratulations to both our boys and girls basketball teams. Boys, I believe, made it to the second round of the regionals, and our girls, as hopefully everyone knows, made it downstate. How exciting that ride was. That Whitney Young game, to see them come back in the last few minutes of that game was nothing short of amazing. The resilience that they exhibited was just a true example of the hard work and effort that Coach Smith and entire coaching staff and the team has put in. And so we certainly wish them all the best. And some small talk with Coach Smith, it's my understanding that they have a strong 8th grade class coming in, so we look forward to that success continuing. As relates to election season, Fountaindale Library wants you to know about the hours for early voting. The week of March 9th through the 12th, the hours are 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and those hours change on March 13th, 14th, and 15th. So you can go on the Fountaindale Library website, www.fountaindale.org, to get those hours for early voting. And then finally, I have some sad news, unfortunately. On yesterday, we were notified that there had been a tragic car accident on Boughton Road. That news quickly became devastating when it was determined that 17-year-old Colin Montrose was a passenger in that vehicle and ultimately passed away in the crash. So we are deeply saddened by this news. And on behalf of Mayor Claire, this entire board, and our 76,000 residents, we'd like to extend our deepest condolences to the family. Our thoughts and prayers are with them during this time. There has been a GoFundMe set up, and I noticed there was a link as a part of the Bolingbrook Patch article, or you can do a search on www.gofundme.com/Colin-Montrose-funeral, and Montrose is spelled M-O-N-T-R-O-S-E. Please, this is obviously an unexpected tragedy for that family, and so if we can all come together and support this GoFundMe, that would be a good thing. And it's my understanding the GoFundMe has been raising some significant dollars for the family so far. So let's come together as a community, as we always do, to help them out. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Watts. I did want to thank every member of this board, including our mayor and our clerk, who attended Bolingbrook's Got Talent this past weekend at the community center. It was a fundraiser benefiting Midwest Christian Montessori Academy. Great event. I don't want to say that there was more talent than we expected, but there was more talent than we expected. Trustee Watts was one of our judges, and I just wanted to thank everyone for supporting not only the event, but of course the cause behind it. So thank you for that. Switching topics to the ever-famous coronavirus. So an official update, the Village of Bolingbrook has been in constant communication with both Amita Health and Edward Hospital, along with the Will County and Illinois Department of Public Health, to monitor the possible spread of COVID-19 in the Bolingbrook area. There's some resources here, and the encouragement here is always go direct to the source. So the Illinois Department of Public Health is a great trusted source. The CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, has a fantastic site built. So the encouragement here is go direct to the source if you have questions, concerns, want to learn more. Of course, with anything that happens nationally and gets media hyped, there's a lot of opportunity for false information to be spread, even in the case of scams already starting. So please be conscious. If you have questions, reach out to those trusted authorities and get the correct information. The Village of Bolingbrook also has a link up on the website if you need links to those agencies. The Brook Theater presents The Drowsy Chaperone. It's going to be March 20th, 21st, 22nd, 27th, and 28th. Tickets are available online ahead of time at thebrooktheater.org. You can get them online for $10, and that, of course, is at Bolingbrook High School. This weekend, actually this Sunday, at 8:30 in the morning is going to be the 2020 Amita Health Bolingbrook St. Patty's Half Marathon and 5K. The ask here is, one, if you need to get registered, I believe today is the last day, so you got to go to allcommunityevents.com to get registered for this event. But more importantly, on Sunday morning, please plan a little extra time. Obviously, the safety of the runners themselves, the volunteers, the spectators are of utmost importance. I will commend Director Teppel and the race organizer, which is All Community Events. They've worked really hard together to make sure that impact on traffic and commute is minimal. But of course, I would encourage you, if you're planning on cutting across town that day, that you look at the course maps. They're available online, again, allcommunityevents.com. And they've also been floating around social media, so you can catch those course maps for Sunday morning. Anything, Director Teppel, that you'd like to add, or did I cover that nicely?
You covered it very well. Have patience and watch out for runners in the roadway.
Yes. Safety is a priority.
The Exchange Club of Northwell County has the Police Officer and Firefighter of the Year award ceremony coming up on Thursday, March 26th. That's going to be at the Bolingbrook Golf Club at 7 p.m. Tickets are still available. They're $30. You can call 630-673-5522 to RSVP, and you have to RSVP before March 20th. See you there. That's all.
I want to mention again, as the mayor did at the very beginning, and I believe Maria Zarate, trustee, talked about the census as well. It's imperative that you take this seriously. It's going to impact the dollars that come into our town for the next 10 years, in all honesty. So please take the census seriously. It's a great weekend to eat out. If you're a resident and you don't feel like cooking, Friday night, Lions, it's corned beef and cabbage, and they do a great job. They really do, and they have a great entertainment. They have a band, and you have raffles and everything else going on. That's at the Levy Center, and so you can take advantage of that. Then on Saturday, when you wake up, you don't have to worry about anything. You can go to the Bolingbrook Rotary Mac and Cheese event. Starts at noon. From noon to 2, you get to test 8 to 10 different types of mac and cheese. Vote for them, and there's a variety of other food to supplement that. That's at New Life Lutheran Church from 12 o'clock to 2 p.m. Please come out for that as well. It's $15 a person, and it's I believe it's $10 for children, and under a certain age it's free. And I was going to mention the Exchange Club. Trustee Carbonzano did that, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, well, we have no, by the way, just as a side, Director of Public Safety Ken Temple is pretty much the liaison of the village on the virus. He's been on a couple of conference calls, one national, along with a number of communications, and anything I get, I forward to him, so we have one source. And Trustee Carbonzano was chosen to bring it up tonight. Ken's the resource if somebody wants to talk to somebody direct. He's probably read a lot more about that than I can even imagine. I know I've sent him quite a bit myself. Anyway, there's no executive session, so with that in mind, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion trustee
Second.
Bossis, second to trustee Watts. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We stand adjourned.
I thought if you were going to direct the source, you could have waited in China.
To go where?
Waited in China.